Right, yeah, about right there. What is that? Yeah. Okay, from that corner over to there. $260. And then we're going to make a black mark on the string at 3 meters. Right there. Okay? Okay, hold on. Hold this tight. Okay, that's pulled tight and that's pulled tight. That means this is the only spot that our corner can be at. Right here. We spent all morning working on this pit, which is going to act as a footer. It will have another function when we build the house, but I'll tell you about that in a while. Right now, I'm preparing it as a footer for under the slab that will be out here for the first floor of the house. So we're going to finish getting the form ready for the footer of the footer. And then we're going to build vertical walls. We're going to we're going to create essentially a concrete box down here also. And it's going to be about 2.6 meters long by about 1.2 meters deep by about 1.4 meters high. And that's going to, as I said, act as a footer for under the foundation for the first floor, but it'll also have a secondary purpose, which I'll talk about later. While I've got you here, I wanted to speak to a few things. There were a lot of comments from last week's video, so first of all, thank you very much. Everybody's just getting involved, and I love that. It just makes me feel like we're part of a community. Thanks. Barry asked about the inspections, and will an inspector be on site for the pour? And in fact, I've checked with the architect several times on this. There is no inspection. There is no formal inspection for the foundation. The architect himself is fully on the hook in the eyes of the planning commission that approved our plans. He's fully on the hook for the strength and integrity of the foundation. And that's one reason why he was out here at the very end last week, was because he needed to see that the 10 mil rebar was as per the drawing. The 13 mil rebar, the 16 mil rebar were all as per drawing, and that they were all tied and put in place because his license is on the line. I really don't know how they would enforce that because they're not inspecting it. I guess down the road in the future, if there's a landslide and the foundation comes apart and they are able to see what's going on, I don't know. Getting prepared for concrete is actually kind of fun, a little exciting. I bought a box of trowels on auction. I don't know how many, I honestly just don't know how many are in here. Some of them are for plastering, some of them are for troweling mortar, some of them are for flinging things. Some of them are for smoothing concrete. I don't know what the hell. I have no idea what this is for. It looks like it's for sanding something. Maybe it's for when the concrete has set too much. and you want to sand it off, somebody, if you know, let me know. Yeah, and we're going to need a lot of little ones for this first pour because we're only working with a 300 mil wide surface at the top of the wall, and there's going to be rebar poking out of it all along, so we'll have to get in and around the rebar. So these little things might come in very handy. Anyway, I've got a lot of them. They're all covered in a little patina of usage. And oh, there's a good one. There's a good one. Oh, and it's got a curve to it, which is good if it didn't have a dent in it. I'm going to clean them up, sand off the rust, give them a good oiling, and put them to use soon enough. I'm just testing out a plank system or gantry system. We'll have a couple of these. I think I've got 4 of these only, so we may have to move them through the pour. I've got 2.5 meter planks, and I've also got 4 meter planks. I'll probably use the shorter ones to keep the bounce to a minimum. 2 planks to give them much more room to walk. This is just the biggest Jenga monstrosity in the world. Everything's interconnected. I need to go get another piece of pipe from down at the road. Well, these big, beefy, 4 meter long 2x8s, true 2x8s, just aren't enough if we don't have one more, I don't know what you call it, walkway support, platform support, plank support. So I have to get one more. That's okay. The supply house probably has them. I don't remember what they're called, but I'll take a picture and show them. Now I'm going down to get some more rebar, which I'll take up there and just bend a little bit, cut a little bit, just get an ad hoc layer for the bottom of the pit. 16 mil only, it looks like. Yes. No rebar shall go unused. We've got all this extra stuff still left, some of it pre-bent, bent incorrectly. We'll make it more useful down there. that's good. So the rebar, the layer of rebar is done. I'm going to put it on chairs, little stands to lift it up, 3 inches or so. So it'll be in the center, 3-4 inches. So it'll be in the center of the pour. These are the little chairs I picked up with little insects on them. Good. Okay, that's 6. Go up and screw them into the boards. As I said, I got a lot of activity from last week's, a lot of comments from last week's video, and I really appreciate that. And I've been getting a lot more comments as we've been progressing through this stage of the foundation build. I don't get a lot of views, as you all know. I don't get a lot of views. I'm a micro channel. But I met a guy recently who, when he heard about my views, my videos, after a couple of days, my videos garner between 2,000 and 200 views, and many of them are on the lower side, which is great for me. But this guy was convinced it was all my family, and I couldn't convince him that no, those are real people out there. So, folks, you are all my sympathetic cousins, I guess. Thank you very much, cuz. What has been keeping me up at night is how to do this. It seems, because ultimately I want to have a box, a concrete box with a finished floor. What I've decided to do, in the interest of time, because I only have one more weekend left before the pour, I think, is I'm going to do 2 walls that are poured concrete. And I'll put that wall right here, and then I'll put a second wall right here. And this creates the corner for the foundation. It sits on the poured slab. It seems that seems to me that like it'll work. And then, we've got a couple of months before the second pour, before we pour this area a slab, right? And so what I'm going to do in that time is take blocks and use blocks to build out the second 2 walls. What I didn't get to yet today is the supports and straightening out the wall. I really hope I have enough time to do that tomorrow, and which means it'll be in the follow-up video, probably Friday's video. And I still haven't heard back from the concrete guys about when the pour day is. So I may have one more weekend after this weekend to do some more stuff, 2 more days. So if I don't get to this, obviously I didn't get to it this video. If I don't get to it next video, I'll still have one more weekend to do it. So apologies if you were anticipating that, because I was anticipating how to straighten out this wall. It was going to be very scientific. It will be very scientific. Look forward to that.